Okay, if it makes you feel any better, he was a criminal. Involved in a continuing criminal enterprise.
What are you doing? You just taking out the garbage?
Yeah, something like that.
Number 20. Worst. Mission Impossible 2. The Mission Impossible franchise has been a huge success for Tom Cruise, serving up some of the best action movie beats of all time. This first sequel was something of a hiccup, however, despite being directed by the legendary John Woo.
Morning, Mr. Hunt. Your mission, should you choose to accept it, involves recovery of a stolen item designated Chimera.
There's a distinct disconnect between the character development in this film and subsequent entries, while the action sequences, though stylish, feel thoroughly ridiculous in execution. We're looking at you, bike foo sequence. Doing a deep dive into the world of Mission Impossible can prove rewarding, but this one has honestly not aged well. Number 19. Best. Rainman. It could, and perhaps should be said that Rainman is truly more of a Dustin Hoffman movie than a Tom Cruise movie. Yet often, the performance of a good actor also requires an equally good performance of another in order to resonate with an audience. And this is where Cruise shines.
Hey, I'm talking to you. Bruner, who is this guy?
Raymond is your brother.
My brother? I don't have a brother.
The character of the self-absorbed and obnoxious Charlie Babbitt is inhabited by Cruise, and enables Hoffman's Raymond to take his place at the center of the film.
You don't leave in the middle of a hand. Ray.
Mom, we are hot. We are red hot. The Babbitt brothers kicking ass in Vegas.
We look forward to it.
You got Cleopatra and Caesar over there waiting for you. Come on, Ray.
Rainman wouldn't work as well with Hoffman in a vacuum, and it's the pair's dynamic that, in part, helps make the film's narrative work. Number 18. Worst. Oblivion. It's been said that the most cardinal sin a film can commit is to be boring. Well, it could be argued that Oblivion commits that sin within its story execution, although the performance of Tom Cruise does do its best to keep the audience invested.
Jack, mission wants you to stand down. The drones will handle it.
That's a negative, Tower. With 10 offline, we need our eyes on this. I want to know this site is secure.
The plot of Oblivion has been described as being indebted to the more cerebral science fiction of the 1970s. But the film's visuals possess a monotonous sameness, while the pacing struggles to rise above a modest trot of excitement.
Do you have any memories before the mission? Before the security went?
Our job is not to remember.
The post-apocalyptic setting is interesting, and Oblivion perhaps could have been a good film under different circumstances, but yeah, consider this one a misstep. Number 17. Best. Collateral. It isn't too often that Tom Cruise gets to play an antagonistic role. So, when the actor was able to get the chance with Michael Mann's Collateral, Cruise definitely reached for that brass ring.
You killed him.
No, I shot him. Bullets in the fall killed him.
Fuck this one.
Red light, Max.
Hold on.
Put your hands down.
There's an understated menace to Cruise's performance, as well as a palpable chemistry with his co-star Jamie Foxx. The pair works brilliantly off each other, and Collateral benefits from Mann's experience within the thriller genre to keep things well-paced and exciting.
So, people start looking for you. This cab, that's not good.
I'm not taking you to see my mother.
Since when was any of this negotiable?
This may be one of Tom Cruise's more underrated performances on this list, but Collateral is most definitely a film to seek out. Number 16. Worst. Vanilla Sky. Cameron Crowe has the distinction of directing both one of Tom Cruise's best films and one of his worst. Unfortunately, we're going to be discussing the latter example first, 2001's Vanilla Sky.
Oh, yes. You might be right. Let's continue. Time is not our friend.
The film was a remake of a 1997 film from director Alejandro Amenabar, yet it also possesses elements that somewhat fall in line with 1990's Total Recall and its source novel from Philip K. Dick, We Can Remember It For You Wholesale.
What's the lucid dream option?
Good choice. The lucid dream is Life Extension's newest option.
The aspect of lucid dreaming within Vanilla Sky is interesting, and its questioning of reality is executed with psychedelic flair. But Cruise feels miscast in the role, and his movie star name recognition hurts the film rather than helps it along. Number 15. Best Minority Report. Speaking of Philip K. Dick, Minority Report is another film that adapts the man's work to the silver screen. It's also a sci-fi film that serves as a better example of Cruise's talent and his ability to headline such an imaginative work.
Why'd you catch that? Because it was gonna fall. You're certain? Yeah, but it didn't fall. You caught it. The fact that you prevented it from happening doesn't change the fact that it was going to happen.
You ever get any false positives?
Of course, it helps that Minority Report was helmed by none other than Steven Spielberg, but Cruise proves to be more than capable as a man accused of a crime he didn't commit. Or is that will not commit?
I like you, Chief. You've always been nice to me. I'll give you 2 minutes before I hit the alarm.
Minority Report deals with a future that features pre-crime, a division of law enforcement that can seek out and apprehend criminals that haven't yet committed their crimes. It's an interesting premise that never loses sight of its goals, while remaining a thrilling blockbuster. Number 14. Worst Far and Away. The aim of 1992's Far and Away feels admirable enough. There's an honest simplicity and earnestness that almost makes it feel like an attempt at a new Hollywood style of picture from the 1970s.
If he's so worthless, then why are you bothering to dress his wounds?
Our duty is to restore him to full health, so he can hear his own neck crack when he dangles from the hangman's noose.
The casting of real-life couple Tom Cruise and Nicole Kidman within the film hurts this aim, although it's probably no fault of the actor's own. Their on-screen chemistry makes this feel like a multiplex movie rather than a character-driven tale about the American dream.
Have I upset you?
Well, I didn't expect it to be so complicated.
Oh, we're very fortunate. Any difficulty can be overcome with money.
Far and Away certainly looks gorgeous, and is certainly not the worst movie on this list, but it's still a film that arguably underperformed. Number 13. Best Edge of Tomorrow. On paper, Edge of Tomorrow probably should have been a huge flop for Tom Cruise. And this seemed to be the case initially, as this adaptation of a 2004 Japanese light novel struggled to make headway at the box office.
Do a good job, Major. Good luck. You are dismissed.
There was even a confusing retitling to Live, Die, Repeat Edge of Tomorrow to further complicate things. But this film did make it in the end. This was thanks to a solid critical response and fan word of mouth, to the point where Edge of Tomorrow actually ended up doing quite well for itself, nearly doubling its budget.
You have to listen to me! They know we're coming! They're waiting for us! I have been there! I've seen it! You're all doomed! You're doomed!
Cruise is great in the film too, having fun with the selling point of his character dying over and over again until he can figure out a way to stop a marauding alien horde. Number 12. Worst Rock of Ages. Based on the Broadway musical, this jukebox musical comedy features an impressive ensemble cast. And, to Cruise's credit, he nonetheless manages to stand out thanks to his commitment to the role of rock star Stacey Jacks.
Stacey, you need to go on stage, man.
I am on stage, Paul.
His performances of the songs Pour Some Sugar on Me and Wanted Dead or Alive were particularly lauded. However, the film as a whole is fairly bland and proved to be a box office bomb.
Tonight, I am gonna light this place on fire for you. My rock and roll brother.
It received poor reviews, although critics did refer to Cruise as a highlight. Ultimately, though, not even he could save the film. Number 11. Best Jerry Maguire. It's redemption time for director Cameron Crowe, as this 1996 film was a monster smash hit for both the former Rolling Stone writer and his leading man, Tom Cruise.
We're gonna be okay. I mean, we're gonna be great. We're gonna be great.
On paper, Jerry Maguire doesn't sound like a guaranteed hit, but sometimes cinema manages to capture lightning in a bottle. The chemistry between Cruise and Renee Zellweger had a lot to do with it, as did endlessly quotable lines like "Show me the money."
Jerry, you better yell! Show me the money! Show me the money!
Jerry Maguire managed to bring Tom Cruise's movie star persona down to earth and make him relatable, which is no small feat. But then again, Cameron Crowe was definitely up for the challenge. Number 10. Worst Lions for Lambs. Remember what we mentioned earlier about boring your audience being a cardinal sin? Well, how about being so unmemorable that Tom Cruise fans might even forget the film exists?
Good question, where are they?
We can't wait for them to decide when they might act.
Enter 2007's Lions for Lambs, a blink-and-you-missed-it role for Tom Cruise that saw the star acting alongside heavy hitters Robert Redford and Meryl Streep. Not even this trifecta of movie stars could save Lions for Lambs from befuddling critics and audiences alike. Heavy political drama wasn't exactly foreign waters for Cruise, yet he still seems like he doesn't fit the film's overall tone.
But the question I'm left with, the question that keeps me up at night, because I have to answer it, is what do we do now?
Lions for Lambs may have eventually made a financial profit, but it hasn't enjoyed continued relevancy in Cruise's filmography. Number 9. Best, Born on the 4th of July. Here's a question that perhaps comes up more often than it should. Is Tom Cruise a movie star or an actor? The short answer is that of course Tom Cruise can act, and fans need just point to 1989's Born on the 4th of July for certified proof.
I give everything I believe in. Everything I got, all my values, just to have my body back again, just to be whole again. I'm not whole. I never will be, and that's the way it is, isn't it?
Actors routinely vacillate between roles that require powerful pathos or those that are more fun genre fare. This film is most certainly the former, and showcases Cruise's range as an actor in a wonderful way.
What do you know?
Ron.
You tell her, Dad! Tell her it's a lie!
Cruise comes alive as a character that grows not only physically but emotionally as well, throughout all the trials in his life. This collaboration with writer-director Oliver Stone even earned Cruise his first Oscar nomination for Best Actor. Number 8. Worst, Night and Day. Tom Cruise and Cameron Diaz were reunited in 2010 for the film Night and Day, but unfortunately, the end results weren't much better than their initial pair-up in Vanilla Sky. The advance buzz for Night and Day wasn't positive during preview screenings, and the movie's theatrical release made good on this fear, and it performed poorly.
This is weird.
Critics weren't much kinder to the film either, although gripes tended to focus more upon the script of Night and Day rather than anything specifically that Cruise or Diaz did wrong. There are certainly worse time wasters than Night and Day, but there's nothing here that adds to Tom Cruise's legacy as an actor.
I'm the guy. I'm the guy.
This
is the guy.
This is the guy.
I'm the guy.
Number 7. Best, A Few Good Men. Monologue-heavy courtroom dramas are not historically known to set box office receipts on fire, but A Few Good Men isn't your average courtroom drama.
He's gonna try and pull off a little magic act here. He's gonna try a little misdirection. He's gonna astonish you with stories of rituals and dazzle you with official-sounding terms like Code Red.
Directed by Rob Reiner and written by Aaron Sorkin, the film boasts an absolutely stacked cast, with Demi Moore, Jack Nicholson, Kevin Bacon, and more making this much more than just a Tom Cruise movie. Sorkin's inimitable mastery of dialogue is set on full display, with exchanges that are captivating from first word to last. And Cruise more than holds his own against screen icon Nicholson. It's one of those movies that helped define early 90s drama.
Did you order the Code Red?
You don't have to answer that question.
I'll answer the question. You want answers?
I think I'm entitled.
You want answers?
I want the truth!
You can't handle the truth!
Number 6. Worst, Jack Reacher, Never Go Back. Lee Child's beloved series about former military police officer Jack Reacher has spanned dozens of books since the character's debut in 1997. Cruise first brought Reacher to the silver screen in 2012's Jack Reacher. While he turned in a solid performance, the film received mixed reviews.
You're Jack Reacher.
So you're the DA's daughter.
Oh, Jesus, please.
Is that even legal?
Fortunately.
Cruise bears little resemblance to the character, who is described in the books as brawny with fair hair and blue eyes. The sequel, Never Go Back, was formulaic and failed to make a case for further installments in the franchise.
Spent the rest of our cash. It's time we stopped running and start hunting.
It's hard to outdo Tom Cruise, but Alan Ritchson has arguably done so with his portrayal of the character in Amazon's subsequent Reacher series. Number 5. Best, Risky Business. There are many reasons why Risky Business is a great film. For starters, there's the amazing Tangerine Dream score. But a lot of the heavy lifting is also done by a young, unproven Tom Cruise in the lead.
Just take those old records on the shelf. I said listen to them by myself.
Risky Business in many ways served as a coming-out party for Cruise, and his charisma is off the charts. He manages to balance out innocence and a smartass attitude while remaining likable throughout the film's running time.
Look, will you do me a favor?
You want me to do you a favor?
I just need a lift.
Look, I want my egg back.
His charisma with co-star Rebecca De Mornay also feels palpable, and their romance assists in lifting risky business above its simple premise to become one of the most stylish and engaging films of the early 80s. Number 4. Worst. Cocktail. We've mentioned Tom Cruise's attitude a lot throughout this list, and this on-screen charm can often make or break one of his films. And it's true that his movie star presence did make Cocktail a hit back in 1998, but it arguably hasn't aged well in the modern day.
What does it mean? What does it mean? Nothing! Nothing!
There just isn't much to chew on, with Cruise as a relatively unlikable protagonist, one whose smirking confidence may have worked in the self-absorbed 80s, but largely struggles on a rewatch. The original script was apparently much darker and closer to screenwriter Haywood Gould's original book.
Well, goodbye.
It has been an adventure.
But today, Cocktail is probably more known for its soundtrack hits from artists like the Beach Boys than for its content. Number 3. Best. Top Gun Maverick. It's incredibly rare for a nostalgia-fueled sequel released so many years after the original to live up to both commercial and critical expectations. Yet Top Gun Maverick was an absolute barnstorming box office success.
What is that?
It's one of life's mysteries, sir.
This isn't a joke.
Although some initially dismissed Maverick as a vanity project, fans of the Top Gun franchise largely ignored these dissenting voices. Instead, fans felt the need for speed and headed straight into the danger zone, fueled by the mighty wings of their fond memories.
Pumping in 3, 2, 1.
Top Gun Maverick possessed more pathos than perhaps anyone expected. This isn't a mere cash grab, but instead a satisfying sequel that in many ways bests its predecessor. Number 2. Worst. The Mummy. It's a shame that Universal Pictures seemed so eager to jump the gun on their dark universe ambitions because The Mummy could have been a fun blockbuster.
We are not looters. We are liberators of precious antiquities.
Right.
Right.
But we don't even know what's down there.
After all, the classic horror franchise had been rebooted before with resounding success. So what went wrong? Well, in terms of horror, the Boris Karloff original from 1932 is a tough one to beat. And Brendan Fraser's 1999 Mummy is ridiculously fun. The Mummy 2017 went all in on visual effects, but the script lacks exciting ideas, and Cruise's performance feels largely like a retread of his greatest hits.
Wait. You want to stab me with that thing? Intentionally?
Precisely what the Egyptians should have done.
We just have to echo Brendan Fraser's sentiments here with #NotMyMummy. Number 1. Best. Mission Impossible Fallout. It's sort of fitting that we bookend this list with Mission Impossible movies, especially considering how Fallout represents so brilliantly how much this franchise has grown over the years. Although Brian De Palma's unique directorial style was all over the first film from 1996, by the time 2018's Fallout rolled around, Tom Cruise and company could firmly rest on their own laurels. Fallout has it all. Thrilling stunts from Cruise, a wonderful ensemble cast, and all of the espionage thrills that fans had come to expect from the franchise. It's popcorn summer fun in the best blockbuster way.
Ethan, the countdown has started. We have 15 minutes.
Walker has the dictator.
Did you enjoy this video? Check out these other clips from WatchMojo, and be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.